Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. That's right, the video game show that is not hosted by an annoying e-beggar. There is no Patreon, no Super Chats. That's right, we just talk about the games we love and how fun it is to hoard them. Collect them. Now, with that said, let's get ready for the show. On today's episode, this show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. I had to pick and choose what subject I was going to address today with the little voice that I have, and I picked this one, right? How do you unfinish a finished game? I thought that was only a feat that John Alvarado could do, but apparently here with this Battlefront Classic Collection, this feat has been repeated. Again, you think this is something an television could do right in their post-production, but no, here it is. But let me tell you something, guys. I am really happy that the public out there is speaking with their wallets and they're not putting up with this stuff. And the reviews say so. Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection launches with mostly negative reviews on Steam. Worse than a PS2 game. I'm going to have the AI read the article at the end if you want to stick around. The AI voice sounds more like mine than my voice does right now. But anyway, guys, I had to pick and choose what subject I was going to address today. And I really wanted to address this one because it does actually make me happy that people are speaking more with their wallets. Especially when they try to do these re-releases for a cash grab or what have you. These companies have to earn your money. I am a capitalist, but I'm a capitalist especially when it comes to buying products that you want at the prices you want with the quality that you deserve. When you give up on quality, because a lot of these companies see quality as overhead, they don't see it as part of the product itself. They think of it as a waste of money. Think of a Boeing right now. How does that go? Think of in television when they try to launch that broken console that never made it, right? You always have to pay a price when quality is not there. If your product doesn't have quality, what suffers right away is your reputation. You never get a second chance to make a first good impression, as they say, or something to that effect, right? And this is what happens to many companies. Can you capture the magic again? I guess from die-hard fans you could, but the sales reflect it. The public is speaking not only with their voice, but with their wallets. And I think that's a great thing. I think that really is a great thing, because at the end of the day, that's the only way you guys can make changes. If you don't like the games that are being put out there, and I know it's difficult, to not buy them, especially when you have FOMO or, you see all the promotions and things going on the internet before a game comes out, you really have to wait. Because a lot of times there's pressures within companies just to make a profit. Their directive is not to build a quality product that will make them money. They just want to make the money. Well, guess what? If you put out trash, you're not going to get any money. How do you unfinish a finished game? I mean, that is a high level of incompetence. That's exactly what it is. The games are already done. All you had to do was improve the graphics. So they fumble the bag, right? And these companies do that over and over again for the pursuit of short-term profit. But when you do that, you sacrifice reputation, and your reputation over time will deliver more profit than a cheaply made game, right? And of course, it's their modeled to make as much money as possible with the least amount of effort possible, with the least amount of expense possible. But sometimes you can even make more money if you put a good quality product out. Look at Helldivers, for example. Look at Pal World this year. Those are two perfect examples of what can happen when you deliver a quality product to people. Well, guys, it looks like the voice is running out, so I'm going to let the AI take over from here, which sounds more like my regular voice, which is nuts to say, right? Now, let me say this, though. Even though, it still sounds artificial and stuff like that, it does sound more like my regular voice. But it's still a work in progress, right? Whenever I can, I'll go back and tweak it and see what the software can do. But I'm just amazed, really, guys. I'm just amazed at this new technology. I'm also trying out a new software. I'm going to switch to Clipchamp, which is by Microsoft. Just do a couple of simple transitions. I'm going to see how I can automate the process as much as possible, right? So I can keep this channel open until I'm able to get better, or, until I graduate. I mean, this channel is a passion project of mine, and, I just want to keep it around. Let's see what we can do. Thank you for joining me, and there goes the AI.
Hello humans, Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection's release has turned into quite the disaster. I read this article that included some hilarious game reviews. Let's go over it. Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection launches with mostly negative reviews on Steam, worse than the PS2 game, written by the FPS Review. Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection, a new definitive collection of Star Wars games that brings the original Battlefront 2004 and Battlefront 2 2005 titles from Pandemic Studios and LucasArts to modern platforms, is now available. Developer Asper Media has announced the launch of the game has been labeled awful by PC players. However, with many on Steam complaining about how the game only had 3 servers at launch, among other issues. Critics are saying first hour of launch only have 3 servers to join, massing about 200 people rounded up. Seriously, is this? Let me get this straight. You launch this game with only 3 servers on PC, knowing full well people only bought it for that sole reason. Probably one of the worst launches of all time. None of us can get in a game, and there are only 3 servers, lol. Paid $25 for a PS2 game that is worse than the PS2 game. This is awful. Do not buy this until they fix the multiplayer, unless you're like me and didn't have the old versions anymore. There's no point to buy this. They somehow unfinished a finished game. Impressive. The collection includes Star Wars Battlefront Classic, includes bonus map Jabba's Palace, Star Wars Battlefront. 2 includes bonus maps Bespin, Cloud City, Rin Var Harbor, Rin Var Citadel, and Yavin 4. Arena includes bonus heroes Asajj Ventress and Kit Fisto. A reading by Gen X Gamer AI.
New videos every Monday and Sunday. Thank you for joining me on another episode of the Gen X Gamer. Remember to like and subscribe, click that notification bell, and remember, never ever be afraid to be happy. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.